This is Matthew Kratter's Bitcoin University. Today I want to talk about building a better Bitcoin, and this is with reference to a post by Jason Calacanis that has gotten quite a bit of traction on X. Jason writes, Bitcoin has been a wonderful game, but with a couple giant players cornering the market, the timing is right to build a better Bitcoin, restarting the game. Folks cornering the market will say this is foolish, while they donate to Trump to encourage more buying. But all technology gets replaced over time, and Bitcoin will be no different. For intellectually honest Bitcoin maxis, what would a new protocol look like? How would you restart the game? Well, in terms of his saying that a couple giant players have cornered the market, this is simply not true. Individuals, as of the end of 2024, according to this report from river.com, individuals still own 69% of the supply, while businesses, including MicroStrategy and others, own 4.4% of the supply, and ETFs like BlackRock own 6.1% of the supply. So this is very far from being a cornered market. When it goes on to say the timing is right to build a better Bitcoin, restarting the game. Now, surely Jason is aware of previous attempts to quote unquote restart the game, since a few years ago he and his billionaire buddies were participating in one, laughing about dumping their Solana on retail investor noobs in this video as I covered at the time, and we'll play it right now so you can see what it looks like when venture capitalists laugh about dumping pre-mined tokens on retail investors.
Here, Chamath Palihapitiya, and I'm your boy J Cal.
Sachs, I gotta say, I think your AUM is positively correlated with the bags under your eyes.
If you mean it's getting bigger, you're correct.
I mean,
Yes, they're heavy.
good lord,
They're heavy, dragging you down.
that's where you're hiding all that Solana in your fucking under your eyes. Jesus.
You better clear that Solana position. What's your lockup? 24 months?
Fuck no, he's trying to sell it to me on text message.
Yeah, of course he is.
We're negotiating discounts,
I just had the founder on
Hey,
the
you're
pod.
fucking the whole thing up.
bro. You don't think
Ponzi
to,
scheme?
I'm hodling. I'm hodling.
you think I buy
You're not
hundreds of
holding, you're
millions of dollars
clearing.
of anything without a discount? Everything is a discount.
Everything's discounted. You want to clear that position in an LLC?
Are you saying I got $1 billion of Solana?
No, bro, I'm saying I have
Ooh.
one, but I brought it at a discount.
But you're holding, correct?
Ish.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, me too.
Well, I mean,
So holding-ish means they're going to basically dump on retail investors, and they're laughing about this. The great irony, of course, is this is David Sachs, who's now the crypto czar in the US. So Jason knows about creating new coins, creating the next Bitcoin, and then dumping it on people. Or is Jason's post really, instead of about restarting the Bitcoin game, part of an upcoming attempt to launch another shitcoin, another altcoin to enrich himself and these VC buddies that we saw laughing in the latest video? I wouldn't be surprised if this tweet is really just a lead up to launching his own coin. If you're enjoying this video so far, I just ask you to help to support this channel's educational mission. Hit the subscribe button, that does really help. Leave a like, leave a comment, question, suggestion for a future video. Share this video with a friend or family member. Now, what about Jason's critique that all technology gets replaced over time and Bitcoin will be no different? I think what Jason is doing here is he's actually making a category error. Corporations and their products, like VCs are used to, they get replaced all the time. Google replaced Yahoo, Netflix replaced Blockbuster, Apple iPhone replaced the BlackBerry, etc., etc. There are millions of examples. But protocols do not change this easily. Protocols, internet protocols, for example, like TCP/IP, DNS, HTTP, and we could have also spoken about SMTP and some of the other email protocols. Rather than being a technology or technological product, Bitcoin is really more like a monetary protocol akin to internet-related protocols like TCP/IP, DNS, HTTP, etc. Now, what gives these protocols longevity? It's what's called network effects. Everyone is using these protocols and everything is built on top of them, so they become virtually impossible to replace over time. And I would contest that something similar is happening with Bitcoin as it locks itself into all parts of the system. Who's going to agree to sub out TCP/IP now that the entire world's economy is built on the internet? Rather, TCP/IP is here to stay, whether or not you think it was the best internet protocol that could have been picked at the time in the 80s or 90s, whenever it was. Likewise, Bitcoin is showing similar signs of longevity. It's not like no one has tried to create the next Bitcoin. In fact, there have been over 10 million attempts to create the next Bitcoin, or a better Bitcoin, as Jason is speaking about, and every single attempt out of those 10 million attempts has failed to unseat Bitcoin, which has remained number one for 16 years, as Wicked shows in this animation, which I'll link to in the description notes below, I'm getting that 10 million cryptocurrencies number. It's actually 10.74 million different cryptocurrencies have existed, at least according to this Coursera link, which I'll link to. All attempts as well to copy paste Bitcoin itself and make a few changes, maybe increase the block size, all these copy paste attempts have failed as well. Bcash going to 0 against BTC, BSV going to 0 against BTC. All attempts to copy paste Bitcoin have failed. And that's because while you can copy paste the code, the software code, and make a few quote unquote improvements along the way, you cannot copy paste the network effects. This is an important distinction that I think Jason misses. For example, I can easily copy TikTok's code and make my own social network, but I cannot copy paste their network effects. Is someone really going to quit TikTok and come over to my new and improved version of TikTok just because my videos have a nicer layout with better features or something like that? No, in fact, they're not going to do that. In fact, everyone is on TikTok because everyone that they know or they want to know are also already on TikTok. And while that sounds like a tautology, it's actually an example of a very strong network effect that helps companies like TikTok and Instagram and others. Bitcoin benefits from many different network effects and advantages as well. Bitcoin is a global brand. You would need a pretty huge marketing budget to surpass it. And if you're raising a ton of money for marketing, your project is no longer very decentralized. This is one problem. Whereas Bitcoin itself grew under the radar, it had the spontaneous monetization, it had very slow organic growth under the radar. So it's a very special experiment that succeeded. Bitcoin benefits from having been around the longest, what's called the Lindy effect. And Bitcoin hodlers are a fiercely loyal and stubborn group of people, while most crypto idiots jump from one fad to another, getting poorer and poorer over time. So good luck persuading Bitcoiners to dump their BTC and buy your new crap coin, Jason. This is one problem. You can't own both of them, whereas you could have an account on MySpace and an account on Facebook at the same time with money. If I wanted to buy a significant amount of Jason's crap coin, which I never would, I would need to sell some of my Bitcoin. So this is another strong network effect, the hodler network effect. Bitcoin mining as well. It's a global industry with the highest computing power of any computer network in the world. Good luck copy pasting that if you're trying to recreate Bitcoin. Crypto exchanges as well, they offer lots of different and ever-changing products, but Bitcoin is always the largest offering that they have. Bitcoin has the largest market cap of all cryptocurrencies, so any market cap rated allocation to crypto as a category will always favor Bitcoin. This is another subtlety that a lot of people miss, and this ensures that Bitcoin stays in the lead when it comes to market cap. Bitcoin also has the best liquidity of any cryptocurrency in the world. For example, if I want to buy $50 billion worth of cryptocurrency, there's only one that has the liquidity and the market cap that can accommodate a purchase that size. We can see Bitcoin with a $1.6 trillion market cap. If I wanted to do a $50 billion purchase of another cryptocurrency, let's say Ethereum, I would be almost 25% of the market cap, so that wouldn't work. Tether is obviously just a form of US dollars. XRP stuck here at 135 billion. BNB at 90 billion. So there's no other cryptocurrency that could absorb my $50 billion purchase. It really does remind me of this biblical passage, for to those who have, even more will be given. And this is certainly coming true with Bitcoin dominance. Remember as well that money is a winner-take-all game, and Bitcoin is in the process of destroying even what was once its closest competitor for many, many years. ETH is in the process of going to 0 against Bitcoin, like every other cryptocurrency. So Jason, you're welcome to try to restart the game, but you're going to be 16 years behind, and you're going to be 1.6 trillion behind Bitcoin. It doesn't matter how cool your tech or cryptography is, because you are literally never going to catch up. So I would just say HFSP, have fun staying poor. Jason Calacanis. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.